Hey guys, let's take a tour of the red planet Mars. Named for the Roman god of war, has long been an omen in the night sky. And in its own way, the planet's rusty red surface tells a story of destruction. Billions of years ago, the fourth planet from the Sun could have been mistaken for Earth's smaller twin with liquid water on its surface and maybe even life. Now, the world is a cold, barren desert with few signs of liquid water. But after decades of study using orbiters, landers, and rovers, scientists have revealed Mars as a dynamic, wind-blown landscape that could just maybe harbor microbial life beneath its rusty surface even today. With a radius of 2106 miles, Mars is the seventh largest planet in our solar system and about half the diameter of Earth. Mars rotates on its own axis every 24.6 Earth hours. Whichever hemisphere is tilted closer to the Sun experiences spring and summer, while the hemisphere tilted away gets fall and winter. Mars orbits the Sun once in 687 Earth days, which means that its year is nearly twice as long as Earth's. Surface temperatures on Mars can reach as high as 70 degrees Fahrenheit and as low as minus 225 degrees Fahrenheit. The planet today is dry and barren, with most of its water locked up in the polar ice caps. The planet's thin atmosphere allows radiation from the sun to irradiate the surface of the planet, adding the environment's challenges. This may be because Mars lacks an active plate tectonic system, the geological engine that drives our active Earth, and is also missing a planetary magnetic field. But in the ancient past, up until about 4.12 to 4.14 billion years ago, Mars seems to have had an inner dynamo powering a planet-wide magnetic field. What shut the Martian dynamo? Scientists are still trying to figure out. Evidence for water first showed up in 2000 when images from the NASA's Mars Global Surveyor found gullies that appear to have formed from flowing water. But Mars wasn't always a desolate wasteland. Scientists think that in the past, water may have flowed across the surface in rivers and streams, and that vast oceans covered the planet. Over time, the water was lost into space. But early conditions on the wetter planet could have been right for life to evolve. One estimate suggests that an ancient ocean could have covered as much as 19% of the planet's surface, compared to the 17% covered by Earth's Atlantic Ocean. Like Earth and Venus, Mars has mountains, valleys, and volcanoes, but the red planets are by far the biggest and most dramatic. Olympus Mons, the solar system's largest volcano, towers some 16 miles above the Martian surface, making it 3 times taller than Everest. The peak is so massive, it curves with the surface of Mars. If you stood at the outer edge of Olympus Mons, its summit would lie beyond the horizon. Mars has not only the highest highs, but also some of the solar system's lowest lows. Southeast of Olympus Mons lies Valles Marineris, the red planet's iconic canyon system. The gorges span about 2,500 miles and cut up to 4.3 miles into the red planet's surface. The network of chasms is 4 times deeper and 5 times longer than Earth's Grand Canyon. Mars's northern and southern hemispheres are widely different from one another, to a degree unlike any other planet in the solar system. The planet's northern hemisphere consists mostly of low-lying plains, and the crust there can be just 19 miles thick. The highlands of the southern hemisphere, however, are studded with many extinct volcanoes, and the crust there can get up to 62 miles thick. What happened? It's possible that patterns of internal magma flow caused the difference, but some scientists think it's the result of Mars suffering from one or several major impacts. Both hemispheres do have one thing in common. They covered in the planet's trademark dust, which gets its many shades of orange, red, and brown from iron rust. Over the last 4 billion years, Earth has received a number of visitors from Mars. Interesting, right? Our planet has been bombarded by rocks blown from the surface of Red Planet, one of the few bodies in the solar system scientists have sampled from. Of the 34 Martian meteoroids, scientists have determined that 3 have the potential to carry evidence of past life on Mars. At some point in the distant past, the Red Planet gained its 2 small and irregularly shaped moons, Phomos and Deimos. How the moons formed remains unsolved. Perhaps humans will one day join robots on the Red Planet. NASA has stated its goal to send humans back to the moon as a stepping stone to Mars. Elon Musk, founder and CEO of SpaceX, is building a massive vehicle called Starship, in part to send humans to Mars. Will humans eventually build a scientific base on the Martian surface, like those that dot Antarctica? How will human activity affect the Red Planet or our searches for life there? Time will tell, but no matter what, Mars will continue to occupy the human imagination, a glimmering red beacon in our skies and stories.